Welcome to the Proposal Podcast. I am your host, Ash Fox, and I'm a proposal planner, photographer, and expert from New York City, and my life is proposals. And when I say proposals, I'm talking about marriage proposals, getting engaged, popping the question. And I've worked with men and women from all over the world. I've done 1,500 marriage proposals. So it's a lot of proposals. And in that time, I've seen what can go right, what doesn't work, disasters, not really, but proposals are my thing. And this is the place to get all of your proposal questions answered, get ideas, learn strategy, and really put you at ease because the big day is coming up and you want to be prepared. This is something that it's hopefully a once in a lifetime moment. If it's your second time around, no worries. We're gonna make this time even better. But yeah, this is something that happens, only once or twice in your life. And so you want to do it right. You're going to be telling this story so many times in your lifetime. It comes up, you're at a holiday party or with friends or something, or with family members. It's like, oh wait, how did you propose? Okay, you don't want your partner to slump their shoulders and be like, you tell it. You don't want that. You want to be like fighting over who's going to tell the story because it's so friggin' good. So we got to make this the best story ever. You want to beat your friends in the best proposal story. Let's do it. So I'm going to help walk you through really how to create a great proposal each week. So you can come here and pick and choose the topics. Maybe some topics won't apply to you. Maybe this topic will. But I'm really thinking about, there's a lot of things that really are just not obvious that you only would see if you've seen so many proposals. So there's things that I've seen can go wrong or things that could have been better. I've seen situations with family that are interesting, situations with timing. And that's what I'm going to talk about on this episode. I really want to get into timing and how to perfectly time things out and choosing a day and all of that, because timing is very essential when doing a proposal. You don't want it to just be wing it style where, roll out of bed one day, all right, I'm just going to propose. You don't want to do it like that. If you're going to do it right, you want to plan this out. So the way that it works is a client will contact me. Really, I get kind of two different types of clients. Mostly when I say he, it's because most of my clients are men. I do have a good amount of lesbian clients, and I also have some women who propose to men. So get a mix, but most of the time it is a guy contacting me. And they either have a fully fleshed out plan of what they want to do. I want to propose on the Brooklyn Bridge at 5:00, catch the sunset. On a Thursday, that's when I fly in, whatever. They give me like a whole structured plan. And they're like, they want me to execute it for them. Maybe they want ballerinas. Maybe they want something really crazy. Who knows? They come to me with a clear plan, and then I help them refine it and execute it for them. Then I have a different type of guy who contacts me and says, Ash, you're the expert. Tells me a little bit about his partner and says, what should I do? And we work together then to come up with an amazing proposal concept. And then I also execute it for him. But I also get different types of personalities. So sometimes I have someone who is the take charge type of guy who he's a planner. And he's gone onto Google Maps and timed out the exact amount of time that it takes to get from point A to point B. And he's factored in weather and backup plans and all these specific details. He's really done his research, and he's that type of person. He knows exactly what he wants to do. And then I get other guys, like I said, who they don't really know. And they also might be the type of guy or girl whose partner is that take charge planner personality. And so for them, they're kind of used to deferring to that other person to do that role. So they're less comfortable in that role. And so it becomes very important, whether you're one personality or another, to kind of get into that take charge, action-oriented role when you're doing this, if you really want to do something that goes without a hitch. Because if you kind of just go with that wing it, go with the flow, roll with it attitude, while it's great to come off as aloof and not seem nervous, and you want to just, kind of roll with things on the day, you want to make sure that your plan is ahead of the other person's plans on that day so that your proposal goes how you want it to go. Well, number one, so when it comes to timing, you got to think of a lot of things. Is this the right time in your life that you want to propose? So I hope that you you know that this is the right time. I talked about last time on the podcast, I talked about you don't want to jump the gun and propose before your partner's ready. I mean, it's really important to always remember you only want to propose if you know the answer is going to be yes. So don't propose before you know your partner is ready or have a sense of that. You don't want to jump the gun. You don't want to get too excited. You got to make sure it's the right time in your life. It's the right time in your partner's life. You got to have a sense of would they want to have a long engagement, where you propose and then you wait kind of a while before you get married. They might want to have a 2-year, 3-year engagement. People do that these days. Some people wait it out. Sometimes you really have a sense that they want to get engaged. Sometimes you got a partner who's been, nudging you and nagging you to get engaged. When are you going to do it already? So you might know that you're kind of past the time to propose. Actually, so this week on my Instagram, I did an Ask the Audience, and I was asking them about how far into a relationship should there be a proposal. And I asked when the sweet spot is, how long is too long, and how soon is too soon. And oh my gosh, a lot of people responded to this one, and people were pretty fired up about it. A lot of people had opinions because with my Instagram, we get a lot of girls who are following along because they want to, they're getting inspiration for what their dream proposal would be. And the great thing about the polls is I get information for them that then I can tell you guys who are proposing what they liked, what they didn't like. And a lot of the people responding was pretty much all women. We got a couple guys who said they felt the time that they waited was the perfect time. Of course, they said that. But a lot of the girls were saying that if they had already been proposed to, they were saying that the time was the perfect time. So there was one girl who said that he waited 9 years, but it was perfect because it was well worth waiting for, and she was happy with the 9-year wait. Then I had other couples. I had one couple who said, she's been waiting 6 years and her partner has missed the perfect time many times, she feels. And she just feels that she's waiting so long that she's at this point kind of pissed off and annoyed. And she just wants it to happen already. There were actually many couples, surprisingly, I had like 4 couples who have been together 9 years plus and had proposals after 9 years. So that was interesting. And then I also had other couples who have only known each other 1 month and they have contacted me to plan their proposal. So teach his own, but timing is very essential. So, I'm leaving that up to you. When the time is right. I can't really tell you that. The good news is that it seems from the questions and answers and the response that anybody who'd been proposed to, no matter how long the wait was, they were happy. So that's good. So choosing the date. I think when choosing a proposal date, it's fun to think of ways to make it sentimental. So it could be, like I talked about last time, for the couples who meet on dating apps, it could be picking the date to a year, to a month, whatever, when you first started talking on the dating app or something like that. I think that could be cute. But you could think of other sentimental dates. It could be the date that you first became exclusive or whatever. It could be like a date that your partner wouldn't think of, not an obvious date like your anniversary, but a different date that has sentimental value. So you can kind of think about that a little bit. All right, let me talk about some days that I really don't recommend as the perfect time to propose. Holidays. Okay. It seems like a holiday is a perfect time to propose because you already have plans. It's very tempting because you're like, oh, okay, it's Christmas, we're going, it perfectly makes sense because we're going to celebrate with our family. The family's going to be there, take Christmas, for example, or we're going to see the Rockefeller Christmas tree or, whatever kind of the Christmas plans you have where you live. Like it's a festive time. It's a beautiful time. There's family around. Interestingly enough, Christmas time is my most popular month. It is my busiest month. I work every single day, multiple times a day in the month of December. I don't sleep. I don't eat very much. My friends don't get to see me very much. Nobody really gets to see me at all because I'm working on proposals because that is the most popular month of the whole year for proposals. And I think the reason is it's a very festive time and it's a family time. And I think that a lot of people, when they're in relationships, there's pressure from family. When you're seeing family, the topic comes up. When you're in a couple, the topic comes up. When you're seeing family, it comes up even more. You got, Aunt Susie. Oh, you guys have been together for a long time. When are you getting engaged? I got that lady. You got even your parents maybe nudging you, they want grandchildren. So when's the proposal happening? You're seeing these people. And so my feeling about it is I think a lot of people, they know this is family time. And that could be one of the reasons why there's so many proposals during the month of December. From Thanksgiving through New Year's is the hot proposal time. There's nothing wrong with proposing during that time. I think that's a great time to propose. And it makes sense for a lot of couples, like I said, because you're seeing family and they're asking you questions. And how nice would it be when the family asks you, you know that a proposal is happening? Or how nice would it be to get the proposal over with and then you're at the party with the family and it's like, we're engaged and everybody's celebrating and they're not nagging you or bugging you with questions. So that's a great thing. But the caveat is I'm not a fan of proposing on the actual holiday because I think it's nice to have a day to celebrate, a year from now or a couple years from now. It's nice to have a proposal-versary. Why not? It's nice to have a day that you can say, oh, that's our proposal day. Let's pop a bottle of champagne or let's, go get a drink or do something. Let's have dinner. Let's celebrate that this was the day where we proposed. It's nice to give that person another day to, just in your relationship, that's a special day. Oh, this particular date was the date of our proposal. And if you're doing it on a holiday, you don't really get to have both a holiday and both a proposal. And that goes for birthdays. I'm not a fan of birthday proposals. A lot of my clients love the concept of proposing on a birthday because it makes it very easy, they feel, to surprise their partner because they're planning something special already for their birthday. And then they make it that, here's your birthday present, I'm proposing to you, and they got a ring and all that, and that's very nice. But it's also their birthday. So, that's a separate day that they like to celebrate. Like maybe I think it would be nicer to not combine the birthday and the proposal together. Again, like give them another day to celebrate. But some people feel it's easier for them to orchestrate their proposal because it's just easier that way. But what I do think is very sweet is proposing on your birthday. So you could propose on your own birthday. One of the things you could say is, you're my birthday gift and you're my birthday present, which is very sweet. So I have seen guys do that, have their, they've used their birthday as a day for the proposal. But I don't think you should propose on your partner's birthday. And that goes also, it goes for Valentine's Day. Okay. So Valentine's Day is a super popular proposal day. Like you'll see on Facebook, multiple people posting their, pictures of couples they might have seen out getting proposed to. It's a super popular day. It's a busy day for me. I'm very busy on Valentine's Day. But yeah, I don't think it's a good proposal day. I think choose something a little less obvious. I think propose the day before Valentine's Day or propose the day after Valentine's Day. And the same with Christmas. Don't propose Christmas Eve, but propose the day before, if you want, or the day after. Okay. And then, of course, there's caveats to all this. If her favorite thing ever, is Christmas, I guess you could propose on Christmas. There's exceptions to everything, but I just feel like these days are so heavily saturated with other activities and family stuff. And my feeling is always that we could always add more romance into our lives. And why not create another day? That's another day with your partner that's special. Because you're going to be with this person for the rest of your life. And you're always going to have Christmas. You're always going to have the birthday. But what if you propose on another day and every year, you get your partner like a little gift. Maybe you get them chocolate or something. It's like they have another Valentine's Day. That's a special day, the day that you proposed. It's very nice. It's kind of like your proposal-versary. So I'm a big fan of that. Thanks for checking out the Proposal Podcast. You can subscribe, rate it, and you can review the podcast with a nice review. I would love that. And you can do that on the Apple Podcast app. If you have any comments, questions that you'd like answered on the podcast, feel free to DM me at AshFoxProposals. And if you are looking to work with me, so if you are coming to New York City and you're going to be proposing, or if you're living in the New York metropolitan area and you wanted me to plan your proposal, I would love to speak with you. And if you don't even live in the New York area at all and you need some advice, some personalized advice on your proposal, we can work together. So feel free to reach out, ashfoxproposals.com and on Instagram. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.